Hey, what's up, y'all? It's another Bill and Tony's Excellent Adventure about to get going. We're Bill and Tony, and if you don't know us by now, you've probably already figured out that he's Bill and I'm Tony because this face does not say Bill, if you know what I'm saying. But his definitely does.
Oh, thank you, I guess.
He's Bill Althouse. I'm Tony Stevens. Bill is a Hall of Fame everything, especially a sports writer.
43 years at the Examiner, recently retired, and Tony and I got together and talked about, what about a podcast? I didn't even know how to click onto a podcast when we first started talking about it. Now we're 3 podcasts in, and, I went to church on Sunday. 3 people came up and asked me about the podcast, and 3 people I really didn't know that well. And then a lady came up and said she loved it. She watched the first one and said, if you can get a little bit more attractive partner, it might be a better podcast.
Yeah, all right, here we go.
Are we going down those roads?
Your excellent adventure is about to be over. All of our full podcast episodes are on YouTube and Spotify. You can connect with us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. We'd love for you to comment and or like. We would really like that. Start with the hot topics again that we start every week with. The Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs in South America. Now, last week, the big subject we were talking about was how many games was Rashee Rice going to get in the suspension, and was it going to be at the beginning of the year? Was it going to be in the middle of the season? And I think did you say 6?
I did. Yeah.
But I thought it would be 4 to 6. But, yeah, you were on it.
Well, the thing about it is, all I heard was he was going to play the first 4, and then they were going to determine the suspension. But the NFL, as we talked about last week, was thinking 10 plus. So
well, if he and his attorney made a deal for 6, that means it was not 6 that the league was offering. At least, doesn't that sound right to you?
Yeah,
I mean, I think
it does.
That 10 was probably accurate. Because I think Schefter and a few other guys were saying that's where the league was leaning towards. So he and his attorney took the deal for 6 games, which to begin the season with.
Yeah.
So
and the thing about that is, last year Mahomes lost Rice to an injury. And they had no running game.
Hollywood Brown, he didn't play till the end of the year.
Yeah, I didn't like that signing when they made it, but that looks like 2020 thought. So, I can't wait to see what Mahomes does with the receivers he has, and I'm excited about the season.
I think we're gonna be okay.
Yes.
Since Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift told the world that they were going to get married, his jersey sales spiked.
Yeah.
200%. And the last time it did that was Super Bowl 59.
Yes. And the funny thing is, you'll go into some of these area sporting goods stores, and you'll see an 87 Chiefs jersey with Swift on it.
Get out of here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So
really?
It's I had no idea if the whole relationship was real, but the more I've seen it over the past couple of years, and the way you see them leave the stadium and jump in the convertible and drive off, it's just like a movie, and now it looks like it's going to have a wonderful ending.
Sounds like it. Will she change her name? Oh, hell no.
No. Well, he changed his name. Travis Swift.
Yeah, I don't think so. Both the president and vice president congratulated the happy couple. President Trump, he had some pretty nice things to say. I thought, oh God, here he goes. But no, he was good. But he did say his 2 words: good luck.
Yeah.
No, I think he's a great player. I think he's a great guy, and I think that she's a terrific person. So I wish them a lot of luck.
On a serious note,
Yeah.
Was it like good luck or hey, good luck?
Yeah.
No, he said some nice things.
Can you imagine now that they're a couple, the microscope they're going to be under constantly? So that's tough. I can't even imagine what a world like that. Mahomes has lived in it for the past 4 years. And now with Kelsey and Swift teaming up, wow.
Vice President J.D. Vance, he congratulated them too, but he played a little bit of the conspiracy theory. He kind of leaned into that, regarding 87's team, and he was saying, hey, I got a little bit of concern that the high-profile romance would result in the Chiefs receiving preferential treatment from the NFL. I mean, come on.
Oh, that.
Come on, man.
No. That,
you know who his team is?
Oh, yeah.
The Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah.
So he's a big Bengals fan. And listen what else he said. I'm quoting him. I'm not making this up. He says, and I'm quoting, I hope that the NFL does not put a thumb on the scale for the Kansas City Chiefs just because Travis Kelce is now getting married to you-know-who, maybe the most famous woman in the world. I like J.D. Vance, but maybe he should put a thumb on his lips.
Yeah. You think J.D. Vance would learn from the mayor of Cincinnati when Burrowhead Stadium, come on, are you kidding me? And why would you do anything to incite the intensity of the Chiefs, especially Travis Kelce? I can't imagine what his pregame speech was in the locker room because he had plenty to say about it after that game. So I think Kelce, Taylor, and the Swifts are going to be just fine.
Yeah, so J.D. Vance, there you go. You covered high school football.
Oh, listen.
You've been covering it forever. You actually were on the broadcast with my dear friend, my old friend, my partner, Dale Carter.
Friday night. Dale came back after a 10-year absence. And I tell you what, there are two teams in the metro area that are they're just going to be unbelievable this year. I had Blue Springs South, and they beat Liberty North for the first time maybe ever, but at least in the past 10 years. And Liberty North last year ended Blue Springs South season with a playoff victory. And then just north of South is Blue Springs High School. They beat Lee Summit West 31-9, and they have maybe one of the – he's the number one rated quarterback in the state. He's just a junior. And he, as soon as the coaches, the collegiate coaches can talk to him, I think he'll be able to select from a lot of the Power 5 schools. His name's Wyatt Erickson. His dad played at the University of Missouri, and he's special. There have been some great quarterbacks at Blue Springs High School, and their head coach says that he's going to be the best of all of them, and we can't wait to see what he does this year. And then Aiden Wilhelm is the quarterback over at Blue Springs South, and he's going to Rice, and this kid is maybe even more talented with his legs than he is his arm. Had a big running touchdown in that game, threw for 2 touchdowns, and then a running back named Darius Morgan has it. A lot of times you don't know what it is, but he has it. He can run you over, he can outrun you, and he sees holes that aren't even there. So take a look and check out Blue Springs and Blue Springs South football this year.
A lot of good talent in Kansas City.
Yeah.
Not the biggest market in America, but a lot of kids are going to big schools and making it to the big league. So it's pretty neat, both football and baseball.
Yeah, yeah, totally.
Here's a really neat story. Do you remember Donovan Smith?
Yes.
Played for the Chiefs?
Yes.
They played a number, I think 12 years in the NFL.
NFL.
And played with the Chiefs. and won a Super Bowl with the Chiefs. He didn't play last year. He was kind of going back and forth. But he played here 1 year in 2023 and fell in love with the city.
I know.
And so much so, he has traded in a Chiefs helmet for a Kansas City police officer's badge. He is now a Kansas City, Missouri police officer.
And that's not going to get a whole lot of attention, not like Superman, Dean Cain joining ICE.
Right.
But what a commitment. I have a lot of friends who are cops, and I have so much respect for them.
So good for Donovan Smith.
Yeah, it's awesome, man.
So if you get pulled over by him, still you're a Chiefs fan.
Yeah, well, just wear a jersey anytime you're driving. Find out his precinct area, and hey, didn't you used to play for the Chiefs?
Yeah, that's a great story. Now I want to go back to something we talked about last week that actually garnered more views on our subject reels on last week's podcast than anything else. And it was our conversation about Frank White getting booed at the Royals reunion this season, the 85 reunion team. And we'll kind of go back and give you the history of it. The Royals brought back the 15 team. They brought back the 85 team. And we were surprised that Frank showed up.
Yeah. So
And
were a lot
you
of his
covered
former teammates. They were happy he was there.
And you can tell the rest of the story. You covered it. You were there.
Well, Frank, George, Brett, and I think they were the last two. Willie Wilson may have been in there, saving the big names for the end. And Brett Saberhagen, the MVP of the series, wasn't able to show up. But Brett gets the lengthy standing ovation, and Willie Wilson, hey, Willie, way to go, man. Frank came out and was booed like 90 to 10%, and it just made me sad. I can separate politics with baseball. His number's retired. He's one of 3 individuals who have a statue at Kauffman Stadium, along with manager Dick Hauser and George Brett.
Well, you guys are personal friends, too.
We are.
You wrote his book.
In 2012, I wrote Frank's autobiography, and I call Frank one of my closest friends. But, what has happened with the increase in the personal property tax instances, boy, it hurt me. If we couldn't have had a way to spread out the payments, I don't know really what we'd have done. And I've talked to Frank, and it was quite a while ago, but I told him about the podcast, and we're still hoping to have him on to tell his side of the story, and then to talk about his legendary years with the Royals.
We'll see what happens.
I know.
He made 2 announcements last week.
Yeah.
One that was, oh, really? And the other one was, really?
Really? Yeah.
The first announcement was that he's not running for re-election. Oh, wow. Of course, the upcoming recall election is the 26th of this month, so we'll see. But the other announcement that he made was that he had kidney cancer 3 years ago, and he's fine now. He is cancer-free. Did you know it, being that you guys are friends?
No, I didn't. And I have never talked to any of his teammates, any of the guys that still live in the Kansas City area, still are associated with Frank. And when you told me that, I was shocked. So that's tough stuff.
Okay, so I'm going to ask everybody. I'll ask you guys. I'll ask you. Does it change your opinion about should he be recalled or not? I mean, does it matter?
Frank was so quiet about it. He never used this as, look, I'm battling cancer.
So why is it
now.
coming out now, Bill? I'm just going to go ahead and say it.
I don't know. I mean, like I say, when you told me that, I couldn't believe it. So, maybe he's hoping for the sympathy vote. I just don't know.
I don't know. You know who else? I just saw this, and it shocked me, too. You know who else has cancer? Gordon Ramsay. Chef Ramsay. I love that dude, man. He's got more shows.
Yeah.
But that guy is so funny. He's a great chef, and I love how he talks, if you know what I'm saying. So
I think he's too mean to have cancer. I mean, I don't know how cancer found its way in his body.
Well, here's the deal. He was diagnosed with skin cancer, and they've removed it. And he put a photo on Instagram, and it showed a scar from like the bottom of his face all the way down to his neck.
Really? Oh, okay.
And he says, quote, "Grateful and so appreciative for the incredible team at the Skin Associates and their fast reactive work on removing this basal cell carcinoma. Thank you. And please don't forget your sunscreen."
Yeah.
But he also said, "No, it's not a facelift, because if it was, I'd need a refund."
That's a good one.
So, wow, Chef Ramsay, God, you just never know.
I know.
All right, so a couple of music entertainment stories this week. The cast of one very popular TV show is coming back for a new season with no changes. The cast of another very popular long-running TV show, not so much. The first one is American Idol. You watch it?
Occasionally I do.
God, didn't everybody watch that the first few seasons?
It was iconic, yeah.
And then it was like, whatever. But two of the three are country. Luke Bryan, Carrie Underwood, and, of course, Lionel Richie.
Sure.
So they're coming back for another season. The open auditions in Missouri, Kansas, all over the United States have begun, and you're invited to join. Just go on their website and sign up. Who's the most successful idol of all time?
Carrie Underwood.
Not Kelly Clarkson?
Well, they could be 1 and 1A. Yeah.
Yeah. And Carrie has made her way onto the show now. So it's we're talking about the other show, Saturday Night Live. Mm-hmm. And one of the cast members not coming back is one of our own.
Heidi Gardner. She's been here for several of the softball game.
Well, she's part of Big Slick now, isn't she? You think
she's one of the hosts of Big Slick, and she was here for Thundergong down at Memorial Hall, and now
I like her.
I do too. Fun. I think she's great. But the other, now she's been there 8 years.
8 seasons.
I mean, she has some iconic moments from the show.
Oh yeah.
Michael Longfellow, Devin Walker, and Emil Walken.
Lawyers?
Names sound familiar?
Oh, I thought they were attorneys. No.
Those were the other three guys, and they'd all been there 2 years. And if you saw their face, I think you recognize them through some skits, but they have not made any impact at all. And, the media is making this almost like it's something new, because every year there are folks that don't come back. So, but I'm shocked Heidi Gardner's one of them. I really am.
Here's another story. Blake Shelton and his wife, Gwen Stefani, they're teaming up for a new series on Prime Video. Can I tell you a quick story about Blake?
Sure.
When he first came out, I think his first single was out. It was called Austin. It was a big, big song. Went to #1. I mean, his career started off with a bang. But before that song was even halfway up the chart, he was going around doing some publicity things, and we were able to get him to do we had a contest called Win a Concert with Blake at Your Workplace. And he was game. So he came in. God, I wish I remember where it was, but it was probably 20, 25 people there, and he did it, And,
wow.
We went there with him. He came back, sat in the chair like in my office, like where you are right here, and He goes, man, you think that was all right? I said, man, it was great. And, now, picture this now. He's got this mullet. I mean, he looks like Billy Ray Cyrus.
Oh, my God. I didn't know he
he had
sported a mullet.
He had a mullet, But he was good. He was really good, and he did that concert, and now look how big of a star he is.
Oh,
well, anyway,
yeah.
now, and you're talking about another famous couple.
Oh,
so
yeah,
he and
totally.
Gwen Stefani, and before that it was Miranda Lambert. Anyway, they are going to be producers of a new show on Prime Video called Dorothy, as in The Wizard of Oz. And it's going to retell it through a new contemporary, music-infused, young adult lens. Okay? So the Yellow Brick Road will be a metaphor for the challenges and choices facing young adults today. But he is going to sing. He's going to sing a new song called Follow the Yellow Dick Toad. Stay tuned.
Yeah. Well, and talking about Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz is now the main attraction at the Sphere down in Vegas. And I saw a little bit of it, and oh man, it's incredible. And then you were telling me tickets $350 a piece
To see The Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, you know what? I can watch it for free. Okay, folks are still talking about it, but are they still eating at Cracker Barrel? You been lately?
Well, I tell you what, the 93-year-old founder of Cracker Barrel was interviewed. He said the ad campaign cost $7 million. He was not asked anything about it, and he's pissed off. I mean, he's really upset. They're going back to the old Cracker Barrel sign.
You know what the man in the rocking chair is Uncle Herschel.
Yeah.
So, and man, they came out this week. You know what other changes they made? They made changes on their website.
Oh, yes.
Their Pride page, gone. They scrubbed the references to employee rescue groups, LGBTQ, DEI, gone. Whether you're for it or not, I'm just telling you, gone. And from that young lady CEO, she said, and I'm quoting, in connection with the company's brand work, we have recently made updates to the Cracker Barrel website, including adding new content and removing out-of-date content. And here you go. All new TV commercials and radio jingles will be sung by the artist, Uncle Cracker.
There you go, man, Uncle. And he could maybe have a big resurgence in his career. He had a top 10 song that I don't remember.
Guy was
Follow Me.
Yeah, and he did the song with Kenny Chesney.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And now, leave my flag alone. Leave my sign alone, man. I mean, he could come back, and I'm sure he could put some lyrics to that message.
Yeah, we'll see about that, too. A couple of other food stories. Ding-dongs and shrimp. You like Hostess ding-dongs? They're great.
Love ding-dongs, yes.
Recall.
Yeah.
Recall. Because of potential mold contamination.
Whoa.
All the boxes from August and September. So, you know what they tell you all the time? Well, you got two choices. Throw that shit out. Bring that trash back. Third choice, go ahead and eat them and see what happens.
Well, I don't want my ding-dong moldy.
Yeah, well, it may be too late. And here's one for you. The FDA is warning all of us about eating certain Great Value, that's the Walmart brand,
right,
Great Value,
right.
Frozen shrimp sold at Walmart stores, including those in Missouri and Kansas. But it wasn't that they caught some nasty shrimp. It came from shipping containers. And what can you get from it? something called cesium-137 contamination, a radioactive isotope. That shit don't sound right.
Well,
I wouldn't want to have any of that.
You know, maybe the zombie apocalypse is coming and shrimp's going to be a part of it, because that sounds like some pretty nasty stuff.
Well, for me, it's like nothing like screwing up my plans for a gourmet shrimp dinner at Walmart. Get the hell out of here. Okay, Bill Belichick is back, coaching the North Carolina Tar Heels. So is she, the Belechick, is she a gold digger?
Oh, you know, I mean, if he wasn't Bill Belichick, he's 70-some years old. What's she, 26, 27?
She's 49 years younger than him. She's 24, so you do the math.
What do you sit around and talk about? She's a hottie.
I asked you a question. Is she a gold digger?
First impression, yes.
You know what she was asked that?
Oh, what'd she say?
Yep.
Did she?
Here's the deal.
Okay.
She wants to trademark the term gold digger to a line of new jewelry and keychains. You'd buy that, wouldn't you? Her name's Jordan Hudson, and she wants to put a trademark on gold digger. And the application was filed through TCE Rights Management. That's a company that she manages and Bill Belichick owns. There you go.
Oh, man.
All right.
Yeah. And I'm sure every woman wants to wear a gold digger necklace.
Well, I know you do.
Well, I can't wait.
I can't wait to see that either.
I'm waiting to see your expression when you open my Christmas present, and it's your very own Tony the Man gold digger necklace.
Yeah, save your $5.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm about ready to take a little trip. Going to go to Myrtle Beach for the first time ever. It's a 3-4 day getaway. Going on Southwest. I'll admit, all the time that I fly, I go on Southwest Airlines. But have you heard about these seating changes?
Yes.
No, I'm not talking about they're going to assigned seating now, which they are doing. Oh, and your bags don't go free anymore either.
Right.
Here's the new seating policy for larger customers. Larger passengers who cannot be accommodated by a single seat will be required to purchase a second seat ahead of time. But you can request a refund after the flight. Under the new policies, the refunds will only be issued if both seats were in the same fare class, and you can make your refund within 90 days, and the plane would have had to have taken off with at least one extra open seat. What the hell's all that?
I don't know. I mean, can you imagine reading all that before you're going on a flight with an airline that had a pilot arrested a couple of weeks ago because he was drunk? He failed 2 of the 3 sobriety tests, and you're getting on your plane, and here comes your captain out, hands behind his back, handcuffed, saying, "What are you doing this? Well, why?" And well, we know why.
So now, if you're big boned, you got to buy 2 seats.
Yeah, I had a friend that was an IT guy, and he was big, and his whole job was flying around the country doing IT, and he finally quit and became a world famous barbecue guru. He had Plowboys out in Blue Springs and was on TV shows and books and magazines, and he said he just couldn't take flying anymore. So this would have appealed to him.
So what does this all mean? It's pretty simple, I guess. It means you have until January 27th to lose 100 pounds or frickin' pay double.
Yeah.
That's simple.
That's a good
Southwest-
incentive.
Southwest Airlines. There you go.
Yes.
What do you got?
Well, there's just so much stuff going on that doom and gloom. And I read a story that I couldn't even continue reading it. I was laughing so hard. In Vernon, Connecticut, a fire crew was called to a kid's playground.
Yeah.
A 40-year-old man, I applaud the news service for not mentioning his name or his weight. But the tube slides that curve around on the playgrounds?
Sure.
He was stuck in the middle of one of them.
Did he have to pay double?
They came out and they had to cut out a hole
come on.
and shoot air in there because it was so hot and he was having trouble breathing. Took about an hour to get him out, and the photo I saw is all these little kids watching this, and wow.
And those firemen and men and women in the fire department
Yes,
and emergency
yes.
services were like,
This is what we're called out to? It's crazy. The Kansas City Mavericks, the local hockey club, they are associated with the Seattle Kraken, an NHL team. So they try to develop players that will go up and eventually make it to the NHL. And they've had a couple that do that. Well, they're I didn't know what a Kraken was, but
I still don't. What the hell is it?
It's like octopus shark thing.
Oh.
It's a mythical character, terrifying character, but they've made it more kid friendly. And they're up in the great Northwest, and they're filming a commercial of the Kraken mascot fly fishing. All of a sudden, this grizzly bear comes out of nowhere and is making a straight beeline
for the mascot?
to the mascot. Now, I don't know why. I've watched it a lot of times. I didn't hear a gunshot or anything crazy that scared it off, but it got within about 10 feet of that mascot and just stopped and turned off. And I don't know who the player is, but one of the top Kraken players was out there fly fishing too, and he was standing right by that mascot. He wasn't going to let that mascot get eaten by a grizzly bear.
That's crazy. Hey, speaking of Kraken, I can one-up you. This is true. A man that the police in Burbank, California call this story. That this is true. They call him the butt sniffer. That's how he goes by, the butt sniffer.
Yeah.
And he still can't keep his nose clean, if I can say that. Guy's 38 years old. His name is Khalees Crowder. He was arrested again after sniffing a woman's behind at a Walgreens 11 o'clock last Friday night.
Man.
Police say they located him and took him into custody. No problem. He was arrested a month ago for attempting to sniff a pork butt at a Walmart meat case. So, I don't know. One of the big events coming up in Kansas City, the Plaza Art Fair. Do you go to that?
I love it. Yeah, we actually have a couple of pieces that we purchased down there because I love to buy local. And every year it rains. One year there was a severe windstorm through there, and this guy had these amazing blown glass pieces, and a couple of them broke, and I felt so bad for him. So, we love the Plaza Art Fair.
It's going to be September 19th, 20th, and 21st. Would you buy art from Snoop Dogg?
No, because I don't know where that art might have been.
Let me tell you, art made of Snoop's leftover blunts is selling for not a lot of money. Listen to the story. You think I'm making this stuff up. There's an artist. I don't know if she's going to be at the Plaza Art Fair. I hope so. Erica Kovitz. She used countless of blunts to create what she says is fine art in her collection titled Ashes to Art. She collaborated with Snoop to get the used, unfinished blunts wraps. Okay? And since the collection debuted just a month ago, she is sold out. 7 works of art, just 7, were sold at the range of $10,000 to $70,000.
Was she Hunter Biden's art representative?
Well, I don't imagine what he could sell.
Oh, yeah.
Or Cheech and Chong.
Yes, yes.
Okay, I got one more thing for you. You are a prolific writer. You're a Hall of Fame writer. Did you like to come up with new words to describe football games, baseball games, whatever human interest stories that you were doing? It's like, God, I want to say the same word. Would you ever challenge yourself to do that?
I'd use the Cythereus every now and then just because, there's so many times you can say certain, strikeout, touchdown, sidelines.
I get that.
But no, I never really did a lot of hard work. The thesaurus at my house is covered in dust.
Well, you might want to get the Cambridge Dictionary that just came out because there are 6,000 new words. Would you ever use these words? Skibidi, trad wife, trad, delulu, kind of like something my grandma used to call me, delulu. And those are among 3 of the 6,000 new words. Now, the program manager of the dictionary emphasized that the enduring impact of internet culture and language, and said that the only words with staying power are added. So skibidi, tradwife, and bafangulu or delulu are all words that have staying power.
Mm.
You got any? You got any?
No.
For staying power?
No.
Well, I have 7. Go yourself, you stupid
George Carlin is smiling somewhere.
He is. And hopefully you won't use those words when we invite you to comment, like, and subscribe to the podcasts that are on YouTube and Spotify. Also, connect with us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. He's Bill Althouse. I'm Tony Stevens. Join us again for another Bill and Tony's Excellent Adventure. See ya.
Take care.